Chennai witnessed its worst rainfall in the month of November in the last 39 years. Mumbai 2005 was Chennai 2015. India Today's T.S. Sudhir and Shisha Reddy were on the streets of the Tamil Nadu capital, bringing you this ground report.
We are now in Velachery. This is South Chennai. As you can see, most of the streets in this part of Chennai completely waterlogged. Water has entered most of the homes on the ground floor. The drainage system obviously found wanting. Let's get a sense from how the people here are coping with this mess.
I am here for the past 25 years.
And have you seen something like this before?
No, not before. Only in 2005 I saw this. This is a really shock to me.
Tell us what, I mean, your house is somewhere here.
It's a corner house.
And the water is inside the house.
Nothing, just it's peeping through my house. Okay. So slowly it's coming. When the vehicle is going, water comes inside.
How are you coping with it? I mean, have you taken a day off from work?
Yeah, office is already dedicated holiday for most of the offices today, and yesterday itself they announced it.
This is the main road which links Velachery with Tambaram, and as you can see, completely waterlogged. Vehicles getting stuck out there, finding it extremely difficult to negotiate. I have with me a doctor. Shut the clinic for the day?
Yeah, today we thought some patient will turn back, but finally we came in the morning by 8:30, but it's completely flood over here. This is my clinic over here.
Right.
So we just shut down and we just
first floor.
on the first floor. So that's what we expected some patient to come, but unfortunately we are just moving back to the place.
Disappointed with the fact that the drainage system really hasn't been good enough.
It's everywhere, not only in Velachery. I think everywhere in Chennai, it's something we need to worry about because all the lands have been occupied, the lands.
You can see the force of water here. This is the water which is coming from upstream areas into this particular street, and this entire street is flooded. In fact, I will ask Danny to just show you the street here which is completely flooded. Not anything really to celebrate. Obviously water has entered their homes. How difficult it is to get to your house, which you said is at the end of the street.
Yeah, my street which is a little above the water level is okay, but all the streets before that is completely flooded. It's completely flooded. All the ground floors people are moving to other places.
Was it always like this? How long have you been in this area?
I'm in this area from my birth. I'm almost 27 years here. I'm here.
Have you seen something like this?
No. This is the first time.
A lot of anger here on the streets of Chennai as to civic apathy, government apathy. Give us a sense of what do you feel? Who do you think should be held responsible for this kind of a complete civic mess in Chennai?
The state government and the corporation authorities.
Why do you think they have not managed to do so, ensure that this kind of waterlogging is not seen in most parts of Chennai?
The reason is not lack of proper planning. They don't execute plans well ahead of the monsoon begins actually. That's the reason, main reason. They should do some preparatory work. Even after the flood actually, for the past 1 week they have not taken any action.
That's what's our special episode, our special broadcast from Chennai, as Chennai gets completely enveloped by heavy rainfall. This has been the scene in most parts of Chennai over the last 1 week, and today, despite some kind of a respite early in the morning, this is what Chennai looks like in the evening, and hopefully there will be some respite for the people of Chennai, especially for those people whose homes have been washed away or water has got into their homes.
I can't see it, I can't see it. Okay, let me take you through the prediction for the next 48 hours. Now this is an area of low pressure which seems to be moving up from Tamil Nadu towards the Andhra Pradesh coast. There is a prediction that there will be heavy rainfall over the next 24 hours as well. As you can see in those images, a lot of cloud cover over there. Now what you're seeing on the screen, the areas which are marked as green along the coast, those are the areas with the highest risk of heavy rainfall. The areas marked blue will witness some rainfall, but not quite as much. Isolated rainfall is being predicted for the other areas. Remember, this is not a cyclone, this is an area of low pressure that's being created. Now, the big question that's being asked is, was this a man-made disaster? Did the Chennai Municipal Corporation contribute to this mess? Remember, there isn't a proper hydrological plan for the city. There hasn't been any transparency in the desilting of contracts that have been given out. Several local municipal employees have been writing to their superiors alleging that there's been mass corruption in the handing out of these contracts, and that the amount of money that is being shown as having been spent actually hasn't been spent on the ground. The Met Department issued an alert in September, but the Chennai Corporation did not prepare for this calamity. The corporation was unable to prevent illegal sewer connections which run into stormwater drains. I want to go across now live to central Chennai. Joining us from there is India Today South India Bureau Chief T.S. Sudhir, who's been reporting from out on the streets of Chennai all through the day today. Also with us is our Chennai correspondent Shrisha Reddy. I want to go across to Sudhir first. Sudhir, take our viewers through the situation where you are and across Tamil Nadu and across Chennai today. How bad is the situation currently? The forecast for the next 24 hours seems to indicate more possibility of rain.
Well, because of receiving about 23 centimeters of rain yesterday, Chennai, the situation in the morning was pretty bad. In fact, when we went past these roads in the morning, all the roads were actually completely full, about 4 to 5 feet of water. But now, because it has not rained for most part of the day, the waters have receded, and that's good news. Apart from that, the Tamil Nadu government has announced some 500 crore rupees to be spent on flood relief. You may say so little's too late. It's not little, but definitely very late, because all this work to actually repair the stormwater drains, because what we saw was most of the drains did not really have the wherewithal to handle this large amount of water. Just to put it in perspective, Rahul, the amount of rain that Chennai normally gets in 3 months, it has got in the last 24 hours. About 30% of the entire rain it has got in the last 24 hours. So that is the kind of humongous amount that Chennai has had to withstand, and obviously the infrastructure of the city not able to cope with it, apart from the fact that the Chennai's drainage system also really left a lot to be desired.
Shrisha, I've been reading a lot of stories from Chennai which seem to suggest that a lot of locals believe that this was a man-made tragedy, that while of course the fury of nature was immense, it could have been avoided to some extent had the money that was spent on drains, on sewers, had it been spent properly. How true is the allegation that Chennai Municipal Corporation was simply not prepared? They'd made these big claims, but when those claims were tested, all the claims were washed away.
Well, that's right, Rahul, because as far as Chennai is concerned, people have been complaining that this could have been avoided, because they did know that the monsoon is going to strike Chennai, and especially in the interior parts of Tamil Nadu. So people have been, of course, raising pertinent questions that why this kind of situation they have to go through, and why the government has not taken enough steps, and what happened to the money that was given to be spent on these kind of things when such a calamity strikes.
Sudhir, this problem was because of a low depression area being created, low pressure area being created around Chennai. It wasn't a cyclonic storm, and yet the damage was so immense. We're told that this is moving upwards towards the Andhra Pradesh coast. So what's your sense about what happens over the next 24 to 48 hours?
Well, Tamil Nadu should consider itself lucky that it was not a cyclone, because we didn't have those kind of wind speeds which would have actually created more damage. Yes, a few trees were uprooted, but it was not the kind of damage that you would see if it was a cyclonic storm. There's going to be more rainfall in the southern Andhra districts of Nellore and Chittoor. The good thing is that the Met Department has predicted that over the next 24 hours, this rainfall would abate, and probably we could see a normal Chennai by Wednesday.
Okay, take care and stay safe. Shrisha and T.S. Sudhir, for joining us late tonight. Thank you very much.